Okay, so this is the turn where we play Summon Knights around for 8. It's a little ridiculous, but here we are. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today I put together a Selesnya control deck. For this one, I got inspired by Yuna, Hope of Spira. This card is really cool because at the beginning of your end step, return up to one target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. That line of text is pretty much the inspiration because we have a lot of really good enchantments. And throughout the game, if they go into the graveyard, then Yuna could bring them back. Although we have a couple ways to get enchantments in the graveyard, such as Splitskin Doll, Esper Origins, Summon Titan, as well as the Lush Portico. So we implement our strategy of just throwing all the resources at them, and if they get rid of any of our enchantments throughout the game, then Yuna will just keep reoccurring all the threats that we already threw at them. And we have Up the Beanstalk for draw power, so we could not only deal with aggro, but control decks and grind through any matchup. So let's get right into this list. We got 4 Get Lost, 1 Splitskin Doll, 1 Esper Origins, 4 Up the Beanstalk, 1 Split Up, 2 Temporary Lockdown, 1 Summon Fenrir, 2 Day of Judgment, 2 Ride's End, 4 Overlord of the Hauntwoods, 1 Summon Titan, 4 Yuna, Hope of Spira, 4 Leyline Binding, 2 Overlord of the Mistmoors, 2 Summon Knights around, and for the lands we got 2 Plains, 3 Forests, 4 Lush Portico, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 4 Restless Prairie, 4 Demolition Field, and 2 copies of Mirrex. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you're new here, just know that I have new videos coming out every day. If you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. Okay, I'll keep this one. We're going to need the lands as much as I want to find something else. Since we have Get Lost and Ride's End, we have plenty of removal for the early aggro decks. Looks like they're playing a Orzhov Sephiroth deck, if I had to guess. I feel like we just get rid of this so they can't surveil. Although the map tokens will help them a little bit. So what's nice is with Summon Titan, it just sets up really nicely with Yuna. So that's going to be the move. Just exile your card real quick. No fun for you. Oh, that's how it works. You could sacrifice another creature. Whoops. I messed up. Okay, so we're getting somewhere, even with that little misplay. Okay, we're going to take 4. Go right to Summon Titan. There it is. Interesting. They're gonna regret not doing anything though. I think they could have technically 1, 2. I'm pretty sure they could have sacrificed 4 actually. Maybe they couldn't have gotten it, but it's fine. Either way. First things first. You know, I could technically swing, but I think we'll just get rid of their whole board first. I think that makes more sense. I mean, the Sephiroth's still there, but they're not going to attack us anytime soon. Interesting. Going for the swing, very interesting. Is it because they could give their guy indestructible? That's fair. Okay. That's a lot of attack power. Let's go for the swing first. Big 10 damage. And now we're going to just try to make their game plan a little bit more difficult. Nice. Okay, I'm going to keep this. And we don't need to get lost right now. Definitely could use the Beanstalk. Kind of want to surveil. It's very important. Especially since, well, the only problem is it's not going to come in on curve. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on top still. I still think that's a really good card to have. Plus I want to play it, and then if they get rid of it, then Yuna could bring it back anyway, so that's the whole idea. Plus what's really crazy is if they destroyed Beanstalk, we just get another Beanstalk. With Yuna we could bring it back, so just a little interaction. The Beanstalk. Go for the Prairie. What are they playing? Grixis Bounce. Oh yeah, they are. They're having a good time. In theory, though, I think we outvalue them in this matchup, but they could do something that I don't see coming, so let's find out. What a play. Where we know. Oh, we got Knights of the Round in there. So next turn we could bring that out. And with their deck, actually, it's actually really funny. This card is really bad against their deck because they play Nowhere to Run, Momentum Breaker, this town ain't big enough. So even though it has Indestructible, they just don't care. They're just like, alright, whatever, we're just going to get rid of it still. Okay, so we're going to play our lands, go for Yuna. Destroy another card. I really want to go for the temporary lockdown, but they could easily just bounce it, so maybe that's not the move. Instead, we just give them a hard time with this. Because this is a ton of value that they have to immediately answer. So instead of going for temporary lockdown and then they could just bounce it back and then they're just back where they started, we're just going to do this. It's the safer route. Especially if we were trying to get rid of Quarry Steelcutter so badly and they just throw another one out there, like, oh well, what's the point? So we really are going to make that temporary lockdown very meaningful if we ever end up playing at this game. Okay. And with our board, they can't really do much. They could swing with the flyer. Is that the move? Yeah, I was about to say, you're not going to want to attack against an indestructible guy. Alright, so we get some more knights, because everyone likes knights. What's in our graveyard? We have plenty of targets to reanimate, which is really good for us. I'm going to swing with everyone. If they try to block Yuna a certain way, we could use the Leyline. I kind of want to get rid of the Quarry Steelcutters, but I think that's silly. I think we just throw more bodies on the board. We just overwhelm them with value. They can only attack with so many things, after all. But you know what? We'll get rid of one Quarry Steelcutter right now. They're stocking up for greatness. Nice, we get it. Opponent's going first. I'm going to keep it. We have Up the Beanstalk, so we draw some cards. Find more lands, hopefully. They're playing some... Well, my first impression from just seeing that is Golgari Self-Mill. Especially since Diamond Weapon is in the mix. There's so many new cards to just complement that whole pile of cards of a strategy. So yeah, especially with Overlord the Bailmer, you already know. Only one target for them, though. If this was able to get avatar creatures as well, meaning it could get itself, that'd be crazy, so. Even without that, though, Overlord the Bailmer is a great card. Everyone knows it. So next turn, as much as I want to be greedy and have a second Up the Beanstalk, it looks like it's going to be an Overlord of the Hauntwoods turn, because on curve, I like to prioritize the lands coming every turn instead of draw power, especially if we have a full hand, you know what I mean? So let's show our opponent that they're not the only one with an Overlord. They do have the Beanstalk, which I'm going to have to take care of eventually, but everything gets set up because I can Leyline the Beanstalk if I want now for one, since I have the everything. I keep calling it the everything land. It's the everywhere land. But we also have Get Lost, so if we want to save the Leylines, we could just get rid of that. In this matchup, I don't think I'm that worried. Got 5 mana to play around with. So this is what we're going to do. Go up the Beanstalk. Find a card. I'm going to get rid of Up the Beanstalk. And I'm going to save the Leyline if I need to get rid of anything specific. Whoa, that's a card. So it looks like the game plan for me now is I'm going to Leyline the Overlord, and then I board wipe next turn. And I think that's good. Because there's no point of Leylining any of these creatures now, especially if I'm going to use Day of Judgment next turn. So I'll just take 5 damage, go to 9. And then we get rid of you, because you're going to miss the board wipe, so we're going to be productive with our mana. Just go from there. We're just chilling. And the best part about this deck is we're a control deck, so we could technically just play Summon Knights around for 8. Not really caring. So, all this is just a bead stick? Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to Leyline that. Oh, it does have trample, though, guys. That is interesting. But we do have Ride's End, so I'm not worried. There's the Yuna. We can do it like this. So now we have Ride's End as well as Leyline Binding to play reactive. Specifically, it's probably going to be against Neo X Death, unless they use Callous Sellsword randomly to get rid of it. But they're not playing red, so we don't have to worry about a crazy play like that. So they're going to go for their big swing. Okay, so this is the turn where we play Summon Knights around for 8. It's a little ridiculous, but here we are. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.